What if I told you there's a secret garden hiding in plain sight, right between your coffee maker and that stack of mail you've been avoiding? A tiny jungle that could save you hundreds of dollars every year, make your meals taste like they came from a five-star restaurant, and literally purify the air you breathe while you're scrambling eggs. Stay with me because by the end of this video, your kitchen counter is going to become the most productive real estate in your entire home. Hey there, green thumb dreamer. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening, where we prove that you don't need a trust fund or a backyard the size of a football field to grow amazing things. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. We're all about practical, wallet-friendly gardening that actually works for real people living real lives. And if you're a returning friend, welcome back. You already know we don't do fluff, we do results. Now, before we dive into these 10 absolute game changers, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because we drop videos like this every single week, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Also, if you stick around until the end, I've got a bonus tip that's going to blow your mind about one herb that most people throw away but is actually worth its weight in gold. Alright, let's grow. So here's the thing that nobody talks about. Every time you buy fresh herbs at the grocery store, you're basically lighting money on fire. That little plastic container of basil? For bucks. And it goes slimy in your fridge after 3 days. But what if I told you that for the same price you could grow enough basil to last you 3 months? And you don't need fancy equipment, grow lights that cost more than your rent, or even a green thumb. Just a sunny windowsill and about 5 minutes of your time each week. Today, we're covering 10 herbs that are practically begging to live on your kitchen counter. These aren't your grandmother's herb garden picks. Well, some are, but we're growing them in ways that actually make sense for modern life. Let's jump in. Herb 1. Basil. First up, basil. But not just any basil. We're talking about the supermarket hack that's going to change everything. Next time you buy basil from the store, don't throw away those stems. Here's what you do. Take the healthiest stems, the ones that look perky and green, and pop them in a glass of water on your counter. Within a week, you'll see roots sprouting. Once those roots are about 2 inches long, plant them in a small pot with regular potting soil. Boom, you just cloned your grocery store basil. Now here's the trick nobody tells you. Basil is dramatic. It's like that friend who texts you in all caps because you didn't respond in 5 minutes. It wants sunlight, lots of it, at least 6 hours. And it wants to be watered when the soil feels dry about an inch down. Stick your finger in there, don't be shy. If it's dry, water it. If it's damp, leave it alone. The magic moment? When your basil plant gets about 6 inches tall, start pinching off the tops. This sounds cruel, but you're actually making it bushier and stronger. Plus, you get fresh basil for your pasta. It's a win-win situation that keeps on giving. Herb 2. Mint. Next, mint. This is the herb that people are genuinely scared of, and for good reason. Plant mint in your garden, and it'll take over like it's planning world domination. But on your kitchen counter, it's perfectly contained and absolutely unstoppable in the best way possible. Mint grows from cuttings just like basil. Grab some from the store, roots in water, then soil. But here's what makes mint special. It's basically indestructible. Forgot to water it for a few days? It'll forgive you. Not getting enough sun? It'll manage. Mint is the friend who always shows up no matter what. Use it in your morning tea. Throw it in a pitcher of water for that fancy spa vibe. Or muddle it into mojitos when you're pretending you have your life together on a Friday night. And here's a secret if you crush a few leaves in your hands. That scent? Natural mosquito repellent. Your kitchen counter just became a pharmacy. Herb 3. Green onions. Alright, this one is going to feel like cheating because it's so ridiculously easy. Green onions, also called scallions. You know when you buy them at the store and they have those white roots at the bottom? Don't throw those away. Save about 2 inches of the white part with the roots attached. Stick them in a glass of water and place them by a window. Change the water every couple of days to keep it fresh and watch them grow. I'm talking visible growth within 24 hours. It's like time-lapse photography happening in real time. Within a week, you've got green onions ready to chop. And here's the beautiful part, you can keep cutting and they keep growing back. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Use them in scrambled eggs, ramen, stir fries, tacos, literally anything that needs a fresh, mild onion flavor without making you cry like you just watched a sad movie. Quick pause here. If you're loving these tips, smash that like button for me. It genuinely helps more people find these videos and join our little gardening community. Also, drop a comment below and tell me which herb you're most excited to try. I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. Now, back to our countdown because the next one is an absolute powerhouse. Herb 4, parsley. Parsley, the herb that gets pushed to the side of your plate at restaurants like it's just there for decoration. But parsley is a nutritional beast. It's loaded with vitamins, and it's one of those herbs that makes everything taste more expensive than it actually is. Growing parsley from seed takes patience, like watching paint dry levels of patience. So here's the shortcut. Buy a small parsley plant from your local nursery or grocery store, about $3, and repot it into a slightly bigger container. Parsley likes moisture, so don't let it dry out completely, but don't drown it either. Think of it like Goldilocks, not too wet, not too dry, just right. The coolest thing about parsley is biennial, meaning it can keep producing for up to 2 years if you treat it right. Snip off the outer leaves when you need them, and let the inner leaves keep growing. Toss it in salads, blend it into smoothies, or make chimichurri sauce that'll make you want to put it on absolutely everything. Herb 5, cilantro. Now cilantro. I know some of you just made a face because of that gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. If that's you, skip ahead 10 seconds. For everyone else, welcome to Flavor Town. Cilantro is tricky because it doesn't love being transplanted and it hates heat. But on a kitchen counter with moderate sunlight, it's happy. Start with seeds or a small plant. Keep the soil consistently moist, not soggy, just moist, and give it indirect sunlight if possible. Here's the thing with cilantro. It bolts quickly, meaning it goes to seed fast, especially if it gets stressed. But that's actually not a problem. Those seeds? They're coriander. Yes, cilantro and coriander are the same plant. Mind blown, right? So even when your cilantro decides it's done being a leaf, it transforms into a completely different spice. It's like the superhero of herbs. Use fresh cilantro in tacos, curries, salsas, and pretty much any dish that needs a bright, citrusy punch. Herb 6, thyme. Thyme is the quiet overachiever. It doesn't demand attention, but it shows up and does the work every single time. This woody little herb is perfect for small spaces because it stays compact and doesn't sprawl all over the place like mints trying to take over the world. Thyme loves sunshine, so give it the sunniest spot you've got. It also prefers to dry out between waterings. Seriously, this herb thrives on neglect. Underwater it slightly rather than overwater, because soggy roots will kill it faster than you can say rosemary. The flavor is earthy, slightly minty, with a hint of lemon depending on the variety. Use it in roasted vegetables, soups, marinades for chicken, or infuse it into olive oil for dipping bread. Plus, thyme has natural antibacterial properties, so you're basically growing medicine on your counter. How cool is that? Herb 7, chives. Chives are the low-maintenance friend who never flakes on plans. They're part of the onion family, but way more delicate and elegant. They grow in these cute little grass-like clumps, and they'll even give you purple flowers if you're patient, which are totally edible by the way. Chives like sunlight and regular watering, but they're pretty forgiving if you forget occasionally. Start with a small plant or divide an existing clump if you know someone who grows them. They multiply like crazy, so you'll have plenty to share. Snip them with scissors whenever you need them, and they'll keep growing back. Use chives on baked potatoes, in cream cheese for bagels, sprinkled over scrambled eggs, or in any dish where you want a mild onion flavor without overpowering everything else. They're the perfect finishing touch. Herb 8. Oregano. Oregano is the herb that makes you smell like an Italian grandmother's kitchen in the best possible way. It's hearty, it's tough, and it doesn't ask for much. Basically, it's the friend who brings pizza to your house when you're having a bad day. Oregano loves sunlight and well-draining soil. Let it dry out between waterings because it's originally from the Mediterranean, and those plants are used to hot, dry conditions. Overwatering is your enemy here. The flavor intensifies when you dry it, but fresh oregano is incredible too. It's peppery, slightly bitter, and absolutely essential for pizza, pasta sauces, Greek salads, and marinades. Pinch off the tops regularly to encourage bushy growth, and you'll have more oregano than you know what to do with. Dry the extras, and you've got homemade dried oregano that's 1,000 times better than the dusty stuff in a jar. Herb 9. Rosemary. Rosemary is the diva of the herb world, but in a cool, confident way, not an annoying way. It's woody, fragrant, and absolutely stunning. Plus, it can live for years if you treat it right, which makes it a fantastic investment for your counter garden. Here's the deal with rosemary. It needs lots of sunlight, like 6 to 8 hours if you can manage it. It also needs good drainage. Rosemary hates wet feet, so make sure your pot has drainage holes and don't overwater. Let the soil dry out between drinks. The scent alone is worth growing it. Piney, fresh, and instantly calming. Use rosemary in roasted potatoes, focaccia bread, lamb dishes, or steep it in hot water for a soothing herbal tea. You can even burn a sprig like incense to freshen up your kitchen. It's fancy, it's functional, and it's absolutely worth the effort. Herb 10. Lemon balm. Last but definitely not least, lemon balm. This is the herb that doesn't get nearly enough credit. It's part of the mint family, which means it's super easy to grow, but it has this bright, lemony flavor that's absolutely addictive. Lemon balm grows quickly, loves sunlight, and doesn't mind a little shade if that's all you've got. Water it regularly and pinch off the tops to keep it bushy. It can get a little leggy if you ignore it, but a quick trim brings it right back. The flavor is citrusy and slightly sweet, perfect for iced tea, lemonade, desserts, or even just chewing on a leaf when you need a refreshing pick-me-up. It's also known for its calming properties, so it's like growing relaxation on your kitchen counter. Brew the leaves into a tea before bed, and you'll sleep like a baby. All right, I promised you a bonus tip, and here it is. You know that celery you buy at the store? Cut off the base, the part with the roots, and place it in a shallow dish of water. Change the water every day, and within a week, you'll see new stalks growing from the center. Once they're a few inches tall, plant the base in soil and boom, you're growing celery. It won't give you full-sized stalks like the store, but you'll get amazing celery leaves that are perfect for soups, stocks, and salads. It's like finding $20 in your pocket you forgot about. So there you have it, 10 herbs that are going to transform your kitchen counter into a productivity powerhouse. You're going to save money, eat better, and honestly impress yourself with how easy this actually is. Remember, gardening doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It just has to work for you. If this video helped you out, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me which herb you're starting with, and subscribe if you haven't already because we've got so much more coming your way. Thank you for being here, thank you for growing with us, and I'll see you in the next video. Now go forth and grow something amazing.